Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Turbo Drive. So welcome back. So in our previous video, we were able to see about Mama, our first interstellar or our interstellar visitor. Okay, in this video, we are going to see something which is of recent sensation, that too in the Indian subcontinent as well as in Netherlands. So what is the topic? Okay, before going into this topic, I'm going to do some basic things like a basic research in social media or in another search engines. I'm going to search about this thing. There has been a recent sensation like 5G test in Netherlands kills more than 300 birds. So is it true or false? So let's break down. Before that, we can see what are the things which are available, what are the contents which are available online for this. So when I did a YouTube search on 5G kills bird, I can see a lot of videos like hundreds of birds falling from the sky during 5G test in Netherlands. 5G killing birds in Holland, which is also known as Netherlands. And 2.0, like the recent movie 2.0 gets real and for 300 birds died due to testing. Like you can see several videos in several languages. Even several certain news channels has uh, provided a show or had created a sensation about this news. Like, is it real? And you can also see like when I search in Google for 5G kills birds, so I can see several links which are describing like what is going on, like several websites saying this. So is it true? Like when I try to do, okay, as an individual whom from a different part of the world, I'm from India, so I'm from the different part of the world, so I won't be able to get first-hand information about what's going on in Netherlands. So what's the best thing I can do is that I can search online, I can search through the internet for reliable news from sources where I can get reliable news. So one such source, I came across one such source after searching the internet for doing a research for around 2 hours of research. I came across a website which is kind of providing me a solid basis, which is believable in this scenario or on this sensation. So okay, this is the website that provided information. Did 5G cellular network test cause hundreds of birds to die? Okay, you can see this website is known as Snopes.com, and so these guys have played a very good they have created a very good detailed explanation about like what's going on and whether the fact that 5G cellular network test cause birds to die. Okay, what I mean for their rating is this information is false. This news is false. So it is a fake news. So why this fake news has been spread? We can talk about it in the later part of the video. First, we will just discuss about what happened. So on November 5th, 2018, a certain blog or a website reported this phenomenon, like several birds died due to 5G experiment. You can see that post which was available on Facebook, and this post got spread across Indian subcontinent in parallel to the release of the recent movie 2.0, in which the film also was based on the fact that usage of cell phones is killing birds. So in this so this created a kind of fascination or a sensation in the recent hype in the media across India as well as in Netherlands. So you can see like they are debunking or they are explaining what has happened. And apart from that, from the sources in this website, I mean, they are pointing out that there was no 5G test carried out in the city. I mean, in that area, in specific area where it was reported in the month of November. Actually, there has been a 5G test in that city, in that specific area, in the month of June 2018. But no other test had happened recently in the month of November or October. Okay, but you can see like it was provided by I mean this information was given by the Dutch government officials or a Dutch government representing body, which is supervising all these network related stuffs. So apart from that, okay, could 5G technology cost something like this in the first place? So that's a basic question. Okay, before answering this question, we have to know what is 5G. Okay, 5G is like a fifth generation of mobile communication, like fifth generation. So we call it 5G. So there has been previous generations like 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. I mean now presently we are experimenting 5G. 5G is not yet implemented worldwide, and even if it is not widespread, it is expected to be widespread only by 2020, in the year of 2020. So people have started testing 5G in localized manner, like not exactly the 5G, because in 5G we can there has been several variations of 5G. The basic thing is 5G. Apart from that, there is something called 5G NR, that is 5G new radio, which uses very high frequencies. So basically what 5G uses is like it uses bandwidths between 3 gigahertz to 30 gigahertz. That is what 5G uses basically. So they're all like you can see from this article, like there is it is about 5G and a new radio, and there are several pre-standard implementations. And you can see the spectrum. You can see exactly like 3.6 to 26 gigahertz band. So that is what is expected to be implemented by 2020. Okay, so this is the information so far. Like several OEMs like Qualcomm, Huawei, are testing their devices along with several network providers like AT&T and Verizon. In India, there will be several networks like Airtel. They are creating partnerships to test these technologies. Okay, you can ask a question like, is 5G necessary? So 5G is, when 3G was invented, like when 2G was in existence, and when 3G was newly not invented, when it was implemented, the same question arises: is 3G necessary? But 3G has several advantages for implementation, like video calling. You can do video callings, etc. Next comes the 4G. It improve the internet speeds. Next comes the 5G. Yeah, 5G is necessary. Like, yeah, a lot of things can be made simpler using 5G. So that is the reason for inventing new technology, to simplify what is being done and to make it easy, to make things comfortable, to make communication comfortable. So like there are several things. Look, 5G also uses low frequency ranges, like between like what I can say, below 6 gigahertz. There is also several frequencies ranges which include higher frequency ranges above 30 gigahertz. Okay, so these radio frequencies, are they harmful? Okay, for this we have to know about non-ionizing radiation. So in this page you can see like in this image you can see like there are two types of radiations, ionizing and non-ionizing. So which radiations which are above the visible spectrum, that is the WebGR, the visible light, are called as ionizing radiations, which include ultraviolet, X-rays and gamma rays. Those are very high frequency radio electromagnetic waves. And the frequencies which are below the visible spectrum, including visible spectrum, are called as non-ionizing radio electromagnetic frequencies. So which includes radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible light, and extremely very low frequencies. So okay, so you can see like these are non-thermal, these are thermal and optical and broken bonds. So these are the categories of the electromagnetic spectrum. So non-ionizing radiations. So radio waves and microwaves comes under non-ionizing radiations. Okay, well, like while we are using, while we are using 5G technology, it improves communication a lot. It improves the internet speed. Like we can achieve speeds like gigabits very easily using 5G technology. Okay, so now we are back into the fact, like whether 5G technology can cause something like this. So as of now, till date, there has been no scientific evidence backing up this kind of claim that radiation caused a bird to die. So there has been, not sufficient data. Like for every scientific fact or scientific investigation to be done, there has to be something like observing facts or observing the things happening, collecting data, and analyzing and producing conclusions. So without doing these kind of basic things, like we can't claim that this technology caused this thing to happen. So by solely insisting on a news posted on a website, you can just completely give upon a thing like, okay, 5G technology caused birds to die. So that gives you a false claim and a fake claim to be in the first place. So the conclusion is that from this post you can conclude that the 5G did not entirely be the reason for the birds to die, and they're saying like they have ruled out the things like whether the viruses caused the birds to die, or like is there anything else, but they haven't ruled out the fact that there has been a poisoning or the fact that it was caused by radiation. Okay, apart from like uh, so again, from this thing you can see like it is a non-ionizing radiation. So non-ionizing radiations are not harmful to human beings in general, but uh, in recent years, like the World Health Organization classified electromagnetic fields which are used in mobile technology as possibly carcinogenic to human beings in the year 2011, May 2011. So, according to this claim or according to this announcement, they are providing several recommendations like use hands-free to decrease radiation to head, keep the mobile phone away from your body, do not use cell phone in a car without external antenna. So these are the like basic things like don't use mobile phones while charging, or don't use your mobile phones often near your head. And there has been several standards like specific absorption rate, and those things are maintained and monitored by the governments across the world to make sure like it is safe for the public use. And you can also see like the whatever the values like set, for example the standard values for SAR, they are in a 50-fold margin, like they're 50 times lower than the critical value of exposure. So according to the possible conclusions from basic research on internet, we can say like these cell phone mobile radiations are not harmful as they project, as people who are skeptics project it to be. But on the other hand, like without any real investigation, we can't assume or presume like scientific. I mean, we can't assume or presume something. So if we need answers, we have to do like good and well equipped scientific experiment or investigation, and we have to observe the phenomenon or observe what is happening, collect data, and based on the data we have to establish results or conclusions, and we have to conclude like this is happening because of this. So apart from this, we can as of now we can safely say that 5G test didn't cause any any birds to die. And you can also say like as of now there has been no scientific investigation providing basis for the fact that 5G technology is harmful in a greater manner to human beings than the predecessors of like 4G, 3G or 2G, because 5G technology uses like high frequency waves which are propagated through like a lot of antennas. They need a lot of antennas because high frequency waves cannot propagate through larger distance. So they will be repeated by several antennas. So in order to conclude this, we can say like without any proper scientific investigation, we shouldn't accept both positive as well as negative things about a technology. So thank you guys. Hope you like this video. Please share and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.